Welcome everyone to Zoho Creator, the one-stop solution for your nonprofit. I'm Sejal Dattani and I'm the product marketer for Zoho Creator. So what is Zoho Creator? Zoho Creator is a cloud-based web and mobile application builder for non-programmers. And by that I mean anybody with little or no programming knowledge can build apps on Zoho Creator. So as a product marketer, I closely work with customers from different industries like education, construction and non-profit to help them build apps that can manage their end-to-end operations on Zoho Creator. And today I'm here to share with you how Zoho Creator can be useful to your nonprofit organization and the many advantages of using custom apps. So this is going to be the agenda for today. We'll begin with a short presentation on the Zoho suite of application, following which I'll introduce you to Zoho Creator and its core components, and finally we'll take a look at a live demo of an application built on Zoho Creator. So let's get started. For any of you who do not know Zoho or who may not have heard about Zoho, Zoho is a company that's been around for more than 20 years. And we provide solutions that every business needs to run efficiently. Zoho offers 35 plus online products from CRM to mail to project management, invoicing, email marketing, social media management, and many more, which caters to different needs of a business. So let's talk a little about you now. As we know, every non-profit has a different motto and no two non-profits function the same way. You may operate on different scales and the resources you need depend upon the cost you serve or campaign you run. Also, since you cater to a changing society, the campaigns you run change almost every day. For example, you may run widespread campaigns where you need to coordinate virtually with volunteers scattered all around the place. And there may be small campaigns where you get a few people to work together at a common place. Besides, every campaign you run includes endless tasks like raising funds, handling event registrations, collaborating with volunteers, managing payroll and budgets, and the list goes on. And having different apps to manage all of these tasks can take a toll on your budget or efficiency. In fact, most of the non-profits that I have got a chance to interact with relied on spreadsheets or individual package software to manage these activities, and they found it extremely difficult as all their data was disconnected in different spreadsheets or in different software. So we believe that a single app could be a solution to all these problems. A single app that can be customized to adapt itself to every campaign that your organization runs, and an app that functions just as dynamically as you do, which is exactly what Zoho Creator is for you. In the long list of products that Zoho offers, Zoho Creator is the most unique one. It gives you the flexibility to build apps for your individual business needs or even combine these apps together to form a single solution for your business. We can give you plenty of examples where our customers from different industries like retail, manufacturing, construction, and even non-profit like yours have benefited from custom apps built on Zoho Creator. Here, these are some of the happy customers of Zoho Creator. We have Sahas, which is a non-profit based in India. Again, MAD. It is a organization which helps children all over India to get educated. And finally, we have Napa Valley Film Festival, which is one of our favorite customers. Each year, Napa Valley hosts wines from 160 wineries, 30-50 restaurants, hundreds of lodging partners, over 400 renowned filmmakers. All of these things come together on a single day, and all of these is being managed on a single application that is built on Zoho Creator. Isn't that amazing? So now these are some of the most popular apps that our non-profits build on Zoho Creator, and These three apps, that is volunteer portal, donor management, event management, are even available on our app gallery, so that if you have a requirement for any of these apps, you can just download them or install them and get started right away. So volunteer portal is an app which helps you track your volunteers. You can offer online registrations to them, online registration form to them. You can keep track of which volunteer is doing what and when. Donor management again helps you track your upcoming campaigns, your how much fund have you gathered so far, etc. And finally, we have the event management app, which is the most popular app that our customers build on Zoho Creator. It is an app which will help you manage everything about an event from start to end. So however you choose to use Zoho Creator, we have got all your concerns covered. So if you are currently using spreadsheet or MS Access or any other software in that case, you can automatically migrate your data and view it as an application on Zoho Creator. Next, we have a drag and drop interface which makes it extremely easy for anybody to build apps on Zoho Creator. And of course, it is affordable. We offer extremely affordable. We offer special pricing for non-profit organizations. Third-party integration, that is, you can connect your non-profit apps to various other Zoho apps and third-party services and manage all your business data or all your data on a single platform. And the last one, which is the best feature that we have, is whatever app that you build on Zoho Creator, it is instantly available on your mobile device too, which gives you the freedom to work from anywhere on the go. Now, let me quickly brief you about the core components of Zoho Creator. That is, any app that you build on Zoho Creator will have these three components, that is forms, reports and pages. Forms help you to collect data or gather information. I'm sure all of you use a lot of forms in your day-to-day life. For example, as a non-profit organization, you might be using volunteer registration forms to onboard volunteers for your events or campaigns. Next, we have reports. So reports help you to review the data or analyze the data that you have collected or added in your application. With Zoho Creator, you can create 7 different types of reports based on your requirement. Finally, we have pages are nothing but dashboards that you can create to gain a quick overview of all your activities. I will later show you an example of a dashboard that I have created in my non-profit application. Now that I have given you an overview of our product, let me demonstrate a typical non-profit app that you can build on Zoho Creator. This app is useful to manage campaigns and its performance in terms of donations and volunteers. You can manage your volunteer registrations, track your ongoing campaigns, create new events, maintain your payroll, and do a lot more in this application. And do a lot more with this application. That is, you can manage your data, your people, and process in a single application built on Zoho Creator. So now let me take you to the application that I have created on Zoho Creator. What you see on screen now is the live mode of the application. Here you have the name of the application. I have named it as my non-profit application. These are the different modules or sections of the application, which are also the components of any non-profit application. We have events, volunteers, campaigns, contacts, fund history, and finally the admin tab, which lists all the activities that a admin would keep track of. So here you can see you have upcoming events, that is, there are 4 upcoming events. You have 5 active campaigns. By campaigns, I mean fundraising campaigns that your non-profit is taking care of. We have 1586 registrations for your events that are taking place. We can here on the side see that 2 new volunteers have recently registered. 3 new events have been added by the admin or the organizer in your non-profit. And down we have a pie chart here which shows the revenue generated by the events that you host. And in the center here you have a campaign donation chart which shows the progress of your active campaigns that are currently going on. So here the green color denotes the amount that has been collected so far for a particular campaign, and the red color denotes how much amount is yet to be collected for the campaign to reach its end goal. So these are the different things that you see on the dashboard. This kind of a dashboard will help you to gain a quick overview of all the activities that are currently going on in your non-profit. So let's quickly go through each of these sections above. The first one here is the event section. So what you see on screen now is a page. It's something like a dashboard itself. This particular page can be shared in your website or in your blogs, so that people could know about the events that you are hosting and they could book their tickets. So as soon as I click on book events, you can see that a list of events get displayed here with their details like name, date, price of the event and all the other details. So once I click on book, a form gets displayed, that is the event registration form. So whoever wants to book tickets for this particular event can enter the number of tickets he needs, enter the personal details to click on proceed to pay. So this is the event registration form which is built on our drag and drop form builder. Next we have the volunteer section, which again comprises of two components, the form and the report. So this is the become a volunteer form, which is pretty long and comprehensive. You have fields like name, email, contact number, gender, etc., which will help you to collect the personal details of those volunteers. And you have a profile picture field which allows the volunteer to upload his or her picture. Then we have a long checklist here which would allow the volunteer to select the cause that he would like to volunteer for. And finally we also have a signature field here which would allow the volunteer to input his signature. So this is the volunteer form, and once anybody fills this particular form, his or her details would be captured here in this list report. Next we have the campaign section, which is my favorite part of this application. Here you can give your campaign a name, a title. You can select the cause, whether it is kids, adoption, sports, so on. You can enter the goal amount of your campaign, even set a deadline and enter the remaining details. So once a new campaign is created, the details will be automatically stored in this particular list report, that is the active campaigns report, and it will have all the information that we just entered in the form: campaign title, purpose, goal amount, location, who's the beneficiary, and so on. What you see here is there's also a share and a donate button. This share button will allow you to tell more people or share your campaign details with prospective donors. So for example, if you're conducting an education event and you know which are those donors who would like to contribute for an education campaign, you can select those donors alone here. You can select as many donors you like and click on submit. Once you do this, an email will be automatically sent to these donors notifying them about the campaign. And once those donors donate, their details would be automatically captured in this all contacts form under the donor section. So this is the all contacts report, which has administrator, that is me, donor section which has details, contact details of all the donors in your organization, and finally the volunteer section which will have details of all the volunteers. So this is a list report again with the classification of administrator, donor and volunteer. Next we have the fund history module, which is the vital function of any non-profit organization. Here you have a make a donation form which will allow the donor to donate for any campaign that they are interested to donate for. They can select the cause, enter the donation amount that they would like to contribute, enter all their personal details and submit. Once that is done, their details would be captured or recorded in this particular report called the donation received report. So like this, you can create different kinds of forms for different purposes, and their reports would be automatically created on Creator. So this is another kind of report that you can create on Creator, which is a bar chart report. Here you can see the campaign progress of all your campaigns. You see that there are 5 campaigns that are going on, and here the green color denotes the amount that has been collected so far, and red denotes how much amount is yet to be collected to reach the goal amount. So this is another kind of reports. So like this, Creator gives you the flexibility to create different kinds of reports based on your requirements. And here you can see this is another kind of report called the calendar report. So this report is for displaying all the upcoming events. This report can be shared with your volunteers so they can look at the different events that are going to happen in future. If they are interested for any of the events, they can register right away from the report itself. So like this, you can create as many forms you like, and different reports would be automatically created on Zoho Creator. I would also like to tell you that in this application, I have automatically configured tasks that will be executed once anybody enters details into any of these forms. So this is the complete application that I have created, keeping in mind all the functionalities of a non-profit organization. So now that we have looked at this fully fledged application, let me show you how to create a simple application that will contain 2 of these modules, that is the campaign module and the fund history module. Now let's go back to the presentation. So before we start building the application, or I would say before we build any application, it is always good to outline the application. That is, you need to pen down all your requirements. You do not need any special tool to do this. All you need to have is a pen and paper. By doing this, you'll get a clear idea of things like what data you need to collect, the types of reports you need to have, how data will flow between different components, and who will have access to these components. For example, as we saw in the application, the upcoming events report would be accessed by all your volunteers, or I would say that particular report can be shared with your volunteers, and the donation form, that is the make a donation form, can be shared with your potential donors. So here we need to have 2 forms, that is the new campaign form for the campaign module and donation form for the fund history module. The new campaign form will have all these fields. Fields are nothing but it helps you to collect a particular type of data. So the campaign form will have all these fields: the campaign ID, the title, the purpose of the campaign, the goal amount, deadline date, and so on. Next, we have the donation form. The donation form will also have the 2 fields, the campaign ID field and campaign title field. These 2 fields allow you to create a relationship between these 2 forms. I would later explain to you how this works. And we would also have the remaining fields like the donation amount, full name, email ID, contact number, address, city, and so on. So let's quickly go back to Zoho Creator and create this application. So this is the first screen that you will see when you sign up with Zoho Creator. Here you can see that you have 2 options, that is create new application or import a file. To get started, import a file can be used if you have all your data stored in a spreadsheet or in MS Access, which you can quickly import and view it as an application. So I already have details stored about all my ongoing campaigns in a spreadsheet file. I'm just going to import that file from my desktop. You can upload files either from your computer or from the cloud. So this is the file, my non-profit application sample. Let's upload the file. Now what you see here are the columns of my spreadsheet, which are as same as the field of this particular campaign form. So before we click on create the application, let's ensure that all the field types are correct. By giving the right field types, you are ensuring that the person who is entering details into the form is entering accurate information. So first we have the campaign ID, which is an auto number field which is automatically generated by the system. Campaign title, which is a single line field. Goal amount, currency, deadline date is date, correct. Location can be single line. Describe your campaign, again can be multi-line. Beneficiary email is an email. Beneficiary name. Purpose here should be dropped down as you will have multiple purpose. And finally, you have beneficiary address, which again is a multi-line field. So let's click on create. You will see that within a minute this spreadsheet file will be converted into a creator application. So yes, our app is ready. Let's access the application. You see that we have a report created here, that is the ongoing campaigns view. That is, all the columns which were there in the spreadsheet are now being displayed here in this list report. We have the campaign ID as our first column. This particular ID helps you to differentiate one campaign from the other, and it is an auto number field as we saw earlier. So this particular auto number field helps you to differentiate your campaign from one another. Not only that, you don't have to enter a ID every time you initiate a campaign. This ID will be automatically generated by the creator application. So this is the list report. You have all your details, the campaign, the goal amount, where it's happening, who's the beneficiary, and so on. Next we have something else here. Let's click on that. Okay, this is the form which is being created for the report that we just saw, which has all the columns as fields here. The campaign title, the purpose, and so on. So this particular form can be accessed by your admin team in your non-profit organization, and they can use it to record details about the campaigns that they initiate. So let's now go and edit this form a bit. Let's click on edit this application on lower left hand side of the screen. So this is the form builder, and first thing that we need to do here is change the name of the form. You can see here under form properties there is form title. Let's name it as new campaigns. Okay, the name has been changed. Now let me quickly brief you about the things that you see here on the screen. On the left hand side, you have all the fields that you require to make forms, online forms, and the right hand side has the form properties and the field properties. So on the left side, we have different fields. So first few are the text fields like single line, multi-line, email. Then we have and date time, and following which we have drop down, radio, multi-select, checkbox. These fields help you or help the user using the form to choose one option from a long list. Then we have number fields like decimal, percentage, currency, and so on. And finally, we have some special fields here like image, file uploads, add notes, lookup, auto number, Zoho CRM, formula, and couple of others. So decision box here is a very interesting field. This particular field allows someone to submit a form only after they check this particular decision box. This kind of field is used mainly for mandatory agreements. I'm sure all of you all usually see this particular checkbox at the end of most of the forms that you fill saying I agree to terms and conditions. So that is decision box field. Then you have file upload field. I'm sure most of us who apply for jobs have to upload our resumes. So this particular field type can be used in those kinds of forms. So these are some of the fields we have here, and these are form properties and field properties. We'll go into them once we create our next form. So So in this form, let's make a few changes. So as we know, campaign ID and title are our main fields. They help you to differentiate each campaign from one another. So let's make them mandatory. That is, you should not forget to fill these fields. Even goal amount is a mandatory field. Let's make it mandatory. The deadline date, that is by when you need to achieve your goal amount. Maybe we can put the describe your campaign field on the top. Now let's access this form. As you see, the mandatory fields have been highlighted. If I try to click on submit, an error will be automatically be displayed like this: invalid entries found, please correct and submit again. This is because some of the fields have been marked as mandatory. So now that we have created our first form, let's go back and create our next form, which is the donation form. So as explained earlier, we need two forms, the campaign form and the donation form. Now you see that the donation form also has the campaign ID and title. That is, these two fields act as a common attribute between these two forms. That is, whenever somebody comes to the donation form or whenever a donor wants to donate, he or she has to select the campaign title, or he or she should see list of campaigns that are happening and should be able to select from it. So this is why this particular fields help you to refer back to the previous form, that is the campaign form, and this is how you create relationship between two forms. We call this field as a lookup field. So let me show you how do we refer from the donation form back to this new campaigns form. Let's create the form. On the left hand side, you have an option called create new. You can either create a form, report or page. We would like to create a form. Let's click on form, name it as donation. We will place it under a new section called fund history. Let's click on create. Now let's quickly drag and drop all the fields. Before that, let's do the lookup field. Let's refer back to our previous form, that is the new campaigns form, and we want the campaign ID from that particular form. Let's select campaign ID and click on done. But a person donating might not understand from the campaign ID alone. He would like to know what is the campaign name. So here under the display fields, let's add the campaign name as well. You see all the fields from the campaign form is being listed here. You have the campaign title. Besides, we also need to change the field name. We can have it as campaign. Next, we need fields like name. That is, we need to know the details of the donor who's donating. So we have name, we have email ID, contact number. Let's have a multi-line field for the address, then a drop down field for the country. Here you have an option called import predefined choices. So instead of filling the names of each of the countries, you can just click on import predefined choices and a window will pop up which shows some predefined list like gender, age, employment, income. From there, you can choose country list and click on done. So automatically all the countries we have been listed here. Let's remove these default choices which we had to name, and finally we have the last field, that is the zip code or the postal code. Let's quickly mark all the mandatory fields. Oops, I noticed that we have missed one field, that is the main field, that is the donation amount field. Let's add that too. Without this form would be totally meaningless, and I think we are done with this. And now let's make all of them mandatory. That is, donation amount needs to be mandatory, the email ID needs to be mandatory so that we could contact them, acknowledge them for their contribution, and contact number also we need. So now let's go and access this form. Let's see how it looks. Yes, we have all the fields and the person or the donor can select the campaign, enter the amount, enter his name, contact number, and submit. So once that is done, all his details would be stored here. So this how easy it is to create a form. So now that we have created the donation form, the next thing that we need to do is enable PayPal payment. By that I mean that we need to allow our donors to make online payment. So let's see how to do this. Let's go back to the form builder. So here on the right hand side on the top we see the settings icon. Let's click on that and click on payment. So you can see here that we have the enable payment option. We can give this test email ID which has already been inputted here. We can select use sandbox. Again it's selected. So sandbox is nothing but a testing environment so that we don't lose money. You can select the currency you need. Here we can choose dollars. Do we need the payer's address? No. Then payment type, is it selling items or is it donation? It's donation here. Then amount, that is from which field are we getting the amount here. Here we can choose donation amount of the donation form. Then donation remark, this particular field helps you to identify the donor or the person who's making the donation. We can choose the name of the person, name of the donor, select the language you need, and finally click on save. So this is how you can enable PayPal payment in Zoho Creator. Now the next thing that I would like to talk about is automation. That is, whenever a donor donates using this donation form, we would like to send acknowledge emails to them. So imagine how difficult it would be to type out emails to each and every donor who makes contribution for your cause. So instead of doing that, we can automate this particular task in Creator. So let's see how to do that. Here on the side in form properties, you can select send confirmation emails and you can click on customize. So once you do that, another window gets displayed here. Creator gives you the option of sending 3 types of notifications, that is email, SMS and push notifications on your mobile. You can enable the email notification. It is already been enabled here. So as in any normal email that we send in our day-to-day life, we have 4 fields here, that is the from field, to field, the subject line and finally the message. So let's configure the right field so that our donors will receive this acknowledgement once they make the contribution. So the to field here should be the donor's email ID. So here we can choose from the form field, that is the email ID. The subject can be changed into something that you like. Then finally we have the message. In the message you can even customize the message. For example, you can address the donor by his or her name. For example, hello Jack, if Jack is the person who donated. So let me show you how to do that. Here you have an option called insert fields, which will allow you to insert the name of the person. So this particular option allows you to automatically input the name of the donor, and finally you can write the message. So that's all. You can choose the language you want in which the email should be sent. You have English, Japanese, Chinese as an option here. And finally, let's click on save. So every time anybody donates using this donation form, they'll receive an email automatically. Let's again go back to the form builder. Now the final thing that we have to do here, or I would say the most important thing that we have to do here, is make this donations form public. And by public I mean make this form accessible on the web to anybody, so that anybody can enter his details and make donations for your campaigns. So let me show you how to do that. Again, let's click on settings, click on publish and click on publish again. And you see that the donation form that we just created a while ago is being displayed here with all its fields, and you can customize the background color, the border color, even the success message, the message that gets displayed once somebody donates. You can even input the next URL, that is URL to which you want the users to be directed once they make the donation, and so on. So these are some of the things that you can do here. Once all that is done, you can click on publish. Do you want to proceed? Yes. So now our donation form is public. All you need to do is use this URL here and embed it in any blog or website or third party service of that you like to. So now let's see how all of this work together. Let's click on access the application. We see that our donation form is ready here. Let's donate for one of the fundraising campaigns. Let's select Bring Angel Home. Donate $1,000 for this campaign. Let's input my details. And let's click on submit. So now as you see, we are being taken to PayPal. Let's log in here with our test account as we are in the sandbox environment so that we do not lose any money. It's just a testing environment. The payment is in process. Let's donate the $1,000. Let's click on donate. We can see our donation is now complete. Let's go back to the application. So as you can see here, if we go to the donations report, I can see that the donation that I just made has been recorded here in this list report. Bring Angel Home, my details, the amount that I just donated is all being recorded here. So this how easy it is to create a form, automate a SendMail task, enable the PayPal payment and make the form public. So like this you can create as many forms you like on Zoho Creator, link each of these forms with the lookup field and Creator will automatically generate its corresponding report. So you can start small with just 2 modules like this and you can add as many modules you like without any difficulties. So let's go back to the presentation now. Break free from mundane tasks. As we saw earlier, we can automate as many routine tasks that we want. For example, whenever a donor donates, you can automatically send receipt, that is the donor receipt to them. So this can be configured on Zoho Creator. It's just a matter of few minutes. Then you can even schedule monthly newsletters that would go to all your stakeholders, that is to your volunteers, your members and your donors. So this can be done so that you can send newsletters either in the beginning of the month or in the end of the month. So this also can be done on Zoho Creator. The next feature we have here is called selective sharing. That is, as mentioned earlier, you can share any component of Zoho Creator to your employee based on their role. That is, as we saw earlier, the upcoming reports, which is the calendar report, can be shared with your volunteers so they can view the future events that are going to happen and register based on their interest. Again, the donation form that we saw can only be shared with your donors and they can donate accordingly. So like this, you can select different components of your application and share it with whomever you think is appropriate. So next we have our mobile feature, which is the most important feature of Zoho Creator. The cost of building a mobile app on Zoho Creator is absolutely zero. Yes, that's true. Build your application once on the web and it will automatically run on any device, be it an iOS phone or an Android phone. Also, your teams can use mobile specific features like barcoding, push notifications and simplify their day-to-day work. For example, you can use barcode scanning to check in attendees during your event and avoid long queues on the event day. Next, we have integration. So being a cloud platform, you can integrate your Zoho Creator app with any other service and manage all your data in a single place. For example, you can easily integrate with other Zoho apps like CRM, reports, invoice, as well as you can integrate with third-party services like QuickBooks, Google Apps, Salesforce, and get all your departments to talk to one another. It is not very difficult to do so. We have pre-built integrations as well as you have the integration task. All you need to do is just drag and drop the integration task and choose the service you want. You can also integrate with legacy systems like Oracle and other popular database like MS Access, MySQL using a REST API. Zoho Creator gives you the flexibility to do all of this. You can integrate with other applications, you can do selective sharing, and also you can automate your routine tasks so you save a lot of time. And it all starts with a basic plan of $5, and we also have other plans. You can always upgrade to these plans as your needs grow. So if you have any questions or if you want a personalized demo from our support team, please do write to us at ask@zohocreator.com and we would be happy to help you at any time. Thank you so much for joining us today for this webinar, Zoho Creator, the one-stop solution for your nonprofit.